Hello and good evening, one and all, to round 5 of the Raceroom Racing Experience. Round 5, round 6, round 6 should I say, of the season 6 of oNiD Raceroom Racing Experience here at the American circuit of Laguna, Seca. Who can cautiously handle the corkscrew? Who can make leaps across this track? Well, I hope you're not leaps because, you know, that would mean they'll be crashing. But nonetheless, for every moment of craziness, corkscrewing, and calamity, I'm thinking of words we're beginning to see as the first corkscrew, aren't I, Ben?
You are a little bit, yeah. I think you're reaching slightly there.
I'm reaching slightly.
You forgot chaos, to be honest, which is one of our primary ones.
I mean, that too. I'll give you that. It can be chaos, but hopefully not today, as we have just done just over 9 minutes of qualifying left. 8 races in for this tonight. A nice little small grid, so close to action, and quite a varied pace between the top and bottom of the grid this evening. 3 15-minute races, with reverse grid for race 2 and race 3, depending on the finishing order of the respective race 1s and race 2s. Currently leading the way is Janos Kovacs in P1 there, 1 minute 15.5. Shogun second, Neil third, Daniel Wright fourth, and Ajanowski in 5th, with Middleton, Silver and DeTass still yet to set laps in their respective DTM touring cars.
Calling them touring cars is a slight misuse. These are prototypes, really. They are aero-dependent, massively winged, high power, low weight. If you put a Formula 1 car and said, right, you have to make it look something like a normal car, this is what they'd come up with.
Yeah, absolutely. How's the stream looking for you, Ben?
It's looking fine for me.
On computer as well?
I haven't checked. There was.
Just double checking. Oh, because we've got a massive shot by Janos there. I am multitasking a little bit, just making sure the quality of the stream is up to scratch. Just make a point as well of that. Hello, YouTube. We are in what is a new room, new commentary booth for us. A bit of red mixed with a bit of white as well, and a couple of triangles on the wall as well.
YouTube, we are deep inside you.
And that is the stuff of nightmares. Horrible.
Yep, stream looks smooth to me.
Amazing stuff. Looking good, looking good. Evening, looking good. I did change some settings around, so I'm hoping you now have access to 1080 high definition. Kind of, maybe, I don't know. But teasing issues nonetheless. Ben22 Racing dropping by saying, looking good. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are here live in Technicolor on the YouTubes.
Ah.
Oh, just as Jay Middleton drops it coming out of the last corner.
Oh, he must have left his bucket and spade in sand pit there. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. Awesome. Right. 6.5 minutes to go. Raiden Shogun is on a lap. Slightly slower than Kovacs at this point. Would be a personal best improvement if you can keep it up. Oh, goes very wide there. Sparks flying out of that.
Takes a big chunk of that exit curb going onto the Rahal Straight.
Does, yes,
oh wait, no,
indeed.
Not quite the Rahal Straight.
Up to the corkscrew now. Goes to the right, slightly slams on the brakes. Goes down.
Stays clear of the curb on the inside, just in case.
Just in case. Sweeping that curb.
These DTM cars don't like curbs that much. They do get quite unsettled if you take a bit much. They're very low riding.
Oh, low riding curbs. Oh, should go see a doctor about that. As Shogun goes across the start finish straight. See if he improves at all. He doesn't, sadly. Lost a lot of time in the middle sector.
Yeah, hit the DRS out of last turn, but didn't really have anything to do with it.
Oh god. So that is Shogun staying second for now. What's happening with everyone else? Oh, we've got a late entry, Mr. Jack Sharp.
Nice. That is a ninth person on the grid. Always good.
999. German's favourite number.
Coffee lurking in the chat. I think he might be the last one in.
Oh yes, potentially. Come on, Cloffy. Get your backside in here.
We do have a few people who have not made it tonight because they're still suffering from the weekend. So
suffering.
We're doing what we can.
Yes, it was that certain festival, wasn't it, in the field?
Definitely at a festival.
I mean, it was a festival.
What's the best car in this club? The Audi or the DTM? The Audi or the BMW, rather. They're both DTMs. That was a very silly thing to say.
Yeah.
They're much of a muchness. It comes down to what you prefer. I found the BMW to be more to my taste when I was trying them out.
Yeah, it's yeah, not much between them. And I say that, Raiden Shogun nails the top spot, 115.3, 1.5 tenths quicker than Mr. Kovacs with 4 minutes 13 to go.
Right, might be considering coming out of it, but I think the grid positions that'll put him on the outside going into the Andretti hairpin, which isn't necessarily the worst place to be. The inside does tend to get quite congested.
It does. Absolutely, as we see Mr. Jack Sharp, our 9th runner, head to the track, followed very quickly. I think that's by Raiden Shogun in car 10 there. Yeah, it is. Wants to...
Going out, perhaps. Bit of consolidation, perhaps. Try and get a little more fresh air in between him and Kovacs.
No, absolutely.
Who is sitting there? He's not going out.
He's not. No, I'm surprised. It's yellow car. Yellow BMW on the left of your screen there, so he's going to stay in the pits for now. Let's see, we check in with... I just realised something. The gap between second and third is best part of 1
substantial.
second. It's almost like the Grand Canyon.
That said, though, the races have not been that much with one person scampering away. It's tended to descend into battles.
Yes.
But they are quite skittery cars, Cluffy. So it's like they're not fond of keeping themselves in a straight line. If you're a little bit heavy on the right foot, they will launch you round.
There goes Zach Silver, though.
Yeah, he's trying hard. This is the problem. He's changed from an Audi to a BMW, and now he doesn't know how to cope.
No, exactly. So here's a car. It turns. It turns too much. I'm disappointed in Cluffy though, prioritising pizza over Raceroom.
Well, it depends what pizza, frankly.
Don't you dare say pineapple. Don't you dare say it.
I mean, if it's Domino's, we wait for that stuff.
You have to tell me what he says. If he says pineapple, I'm not going to be happy.
Nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza.
There is everything wrong.
Depends on what you combine it with.
Raiden, on another note, Raiden Shogun leading the way. Still.
Skittering down the corkscrew there. It took a lot of curb.
It did, and there was sparks flying out the rear of that BMW, and apologies, had to change the subject if we went down the pizza rabbit hole. Zach Silver is going to come across the light. Oh, very squiggly on exit. The rear end happier than an excited dog. But he actually starts a lap.
Yeah, I think he invalidated it going through the corkscrew there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like a single-seater car, these are quite good.
Yeah, these.
If you're not too fond of driving a high-powered single-seater, these may not be the car for you.
I mean, these remind me of kind of like dulled down LMP1 cars.
Yeah. They're a super silhouette. They are basically a Formula car with a body kit dropped on top.
Yeah, exactly. I think you said that much more better than I did.
Yeah, they're massively overpowered to their weight. They're aero dependent, so they've got plenty of grip, but they've got the DRS and the push to pass, so you can drop the aero with a switch.
Yeah, absolutely. So 30 seconds after qualifying, Raiden Shogun and Janos Kovacs are still in the pits. They're going to stay where they are. As the timer is going to run down, Zach Silver will get across the line in time to set a new lap. It's just the graphics
going to go through his lap. Found a 10th, but
that's about it, really.
Yeah.
So we will
If he makes a good start, Zach could be in a good position because he's going to be right behind Raiden on that second row.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll just wait for the session to do its thing.
I thought that was a lap earlier, to be honest, Cricket.
Brilliant.
To be fair, I genuinely thought that was a different lap.
Fair enough. Right, we will see the countdown on top of your screen. It's about another 50 odd seconds until the race gets underway.
Yeah, there's going to be a nice old chunk of elevation change through this track as they go up and down the hill through the
yes.
I believe it's the California countryside, isn't it?
It's yes. Well, I said countryside. There's bit of grass, bit of desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got the massive, what is it, 6-story drop down the corkscrew from top to bottom. It's something like that. It's a huge amount of elevation change.
It's
and these are very stiff cars to take it, to be honest.
Well, here we go. We're going to get going nonetheless, as we just wait for the countdown to finish, and we are away.
Not a great start from Shogun there.
No, so we get caught by Kovacs, but holds the inside.
Yeah, he plods it on the middle of the road there.
Looks like
Zach round the outside. Bit of a wiggle on that curb. Bit of side by side, but I think he's made the move stick on Kovacs there.
Stick with it for now. It's still side by side through the fast right-hander. Trading paints as well while they're at it. In the background.
So the inside into the hairpin.
Oh, and they're going to side by side through the fast.
Zach, don't go side by side onto this. Oh, that's a move. That is a great move round the outside there from Zach onto the rail straight.
I closed my eyes out of nervousness, and who's that in the background trying to make a move through the corkscrew? No, they're going to hold station for now. That was Stu Neal trying to make a move on Janos.
It's a bit brave to make a move into the corkscrew, to be honest, but you can get it done.
Yeah.
But you need to be a long way alongside before you hit the brakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, someone's off the side there.
That's Trinket.
That's Trinket. He's dropped down there. I think
that is Jack Sharp having a moment as well.
Yeah, spin out the last corner. It is easy to do in these cars.
It's a beautiful pirouette as Janos and Silva going at it again. Silva having to defend. Looks like Janos got up the inside of turn one.
That's a little bit of a tap in the rear there.
That's a bit of bumper love, that is.
Yeah, Zach on the inside in the right-hander.
Giving each other space.
He's going to be putting himself on the outside.
Well, we are slightly losing Ben, sadly, so we will...
Oh.
You still there with us, Ben?
Oh. Sorry about that. No, I'm still here.
Still
Yep, Zach on the DRS up the hill. Yep, I'm still here.
Yeah. Oh, Kovacs goes deep.
Oh, Kovacs goes very deep. Gets on the gravel. Zach with a big tank slapper off the bottom there.
Couldn't capitalise.
He's threw it all over each other like teenagers at a disco.
Around the outside though, that's a move.
That's a great move. Gets in the last corner, he's going to get on that DRS quickly.
Oh, that's Daryl Wright going round. Half spin.
Yeah.
And Jay Middleton as well. Oh, having half spins through that.
They've all held it together. They've not dropped out, so everyone is stuck with it. A Trinket on the back of Amir Ajanovsky down into turn one.
Yeah, absolutely with them now.
Janos still on the back of Zach with Stu Neal rapidly closing them down.
Oh, we're going to keep an eye on that.
Raiden Shogun has driven, contrary to what I was saying, has driven off into the lead because everyone else is busy fighting behind him.
Yeah, indeed they are. I'm trying to decide what battle to go to. Do I stay with Trinket or do I go back to the P2, 3 and 4 battle? I'm going to stay with Trinket for now.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 4 are holding position as they go into the corkscrew.
Oh, Daryl goes very deep. Sorry, Amir, should I say? Ajanowski.
Yeah, got to the outside. If you get the line wrong going onto the rail straight there, it does mean... Oh, that's a lot of damage on the front end there.
I think he kept it out of barrier, though. I didn't see him get any damage.
Well, the front end of the car is empty. It looks like it's all the bonnet, so it may be superficial and aero. I mean, these are very aero-dependent cars, so it won't make it feel good.
Sorry, what's happened to Raiden?
I have no idea, but he's suddenly dropped down to 4th, and Zach Silver is in the lead.
Ooh.
He's going to be fighting for it very quickly, because Janos now has already got to know that he's in sight of the lead rather than P2.
Indeed, so he's going to keep on at him.
We go up the hill, down. Quick left-hander onto the rail straight, which takes him up to the corkscrew.
Oh, Janos doesn't really get the apex, so he loses.
No, he's not using the DRS up the hill the way Zach was either.
Interesting, not quite as comfortable.
He hasn't actually used any of his DRS at all this lap.
No, he hasn't. Maybe just not comfortable using it until onto the pit straight.
It's the only thing I can think of, because up that hill it gives you a massive boost past.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I can get onto the back straight. Still not
using the DRS on the main straight either. I wonder if he's not mapped his button.
I wonder, he's going to get very late on the brakes though! He loves that turn 1, doesn't he?
Yeah, and now, mind you, he's got the DRS that he's not using. Zach doesn't. He's off in the lead. He's got no one in front of him to enable him going across the line. He's figured out his DRS button.
He's figured it out now. He's going to look up the inside. Can't make it work. Up into the left-hander.
Yeah, difficult to do in turn 5. You've got to, and then even then you've got to hold on to it up onto this bit here. And if you hit that sausage curb, you are off in the wall.
Yeah. Good evening to you as well, Mr. James Russell. Thank you for dropping by and saying hi. Pleasure to have you tonight. There's under 9 minutes left of this first of 3 15-minute races tonight. If you're liking this action, you get to do it 2 more times tonight.
Yeah, Adanowski's repairing in the pits, bless. He did have a lot of front-end damage. I think the car was probably close to undrivable there.
Bless him. Right, Janos comes across the line, uses DRS. He's figured it out. I reckon he's going to get the move done into turn 1.
We hear big twitch from Zach out on.
Zach makes a half-assed defence.
Zach covered inside. He's making that BMW wide.
He is, and Stu Neal's catching.
That could almost do with that. If Stu gets up on the back of Janos and distracts him, that gives Zach a little bit of breathing room.
It does. It does, absolutely.
So Shogun's a little bit off them. He's only about 1.5 seconds back now from Stu Neal, so he's got time to get back in this fight.
Does. Will he though? That's the thing.
The 3 of them keep formation up the hill. So who's going to lose it in the corkscrew every time? Zach taking a lot more curb there.
Yeah. Without shadow of a doubt. Stu Neal now right on the tail of Janos here.
Yeah. We'll say Zach looks confident in the car there. It looks planted underneath him.
And Raiden Shogun coming back into the mix.
It's going to make this a freeway battle for P2.
It's going to be DRS of Stu Neal now. I think Janos has got just outside of DRS though, so I don't think he's going to have it. No, I stand corrected. Janos does have DRS for this lap.
He has got it. I think he must have just been in over the line.
Only just.
He's not showing the confidence in it that Zach and Stu are.
No. Well, Stu, does he open it here? He doesn't.
Gets on the DRS through right-hander there. Holds it left. He's got to think of using it up the hill. He's got to risk it if he wants to try and make a move, because the corkscrew is one of the good overtaking spots you can do. And there he goes.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of cooldown, I believe, in between DRS uses.
Right.
So it might be that he's not getting it in time to open it at the start of the Rahal Straight.
Potentially, yes. Janos now getting back onto the rear end of Zach Silver again.
Yeah, it's definitely a cue starting up behind Zach here. Push to pass and DRS from Kovacs there, as he's definitely on the move
the
here.
outside for turn 1.
Gets on the outside. Zach's holding it.
Give some space. Can't make it work, and he has a spin. And, oh, look at Raiden's gone as well.
Lost it.
Raiden spun as well.
Raiden was the Stu. That was Raiden. So it's gone from a 4-way battle for the lead to Zach with a 2-second gap and Stu Neal chasing after him.
Oh dear Lord, that was getting lined up to be quite an exciting battle, but no, we've jinxed it. Commentator's curse.
I don't know. There's still time, because Stu's taken a quarter of a second out of Zach on that first half of the lap.
Dear Lord. Ring the sham bell, says SimRacer.GP. Hello, GP. And you don't think much of the gardener's efforts around this track. No, it's just all sand. It's literally...
It's a desert. There's only so much they can do.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's barren water, basically, isn't it? With all that sand pits. Might as well go to the beach. Take your sand bucket, your sand bucket and shovel.
Now the guys who've got out from in front of him, Stu Neal is closing Zach at a rate of knots. He's taken a second out of him on that lap.
God. Round 3?
I think second and a half. He's closed down to within 0.6.
Well, it's one thing catching, as we've seen so far. It's another thing passing. Yeah, exactly. You've got it.
He does have DRS this lap, so it's where he's going to risk it. He's still got his push to pass usage.
Risk it for a biscuit. Goes up the hill. I bet he stays with it for the first turn again.
They are the closest ones on track, although Kovacs is closing on the back of Trinket.
Yeah, noted that as well.
Found his way up to 4th through others' misfortunes here.
Whoosh. I'll take that run for the hills.
Absolutely.
Could put a few pot plants around the place. Yeah.
Well, Stu's another one who's looking confident in his car there.
Yeah, 2 BMWs on the
on the push to pass.
Zach immediately goes defensive.
I'm not sure he realised he had DRS there.
I'm not sure either. Zach sort of
He's not using it. Gets the slipstream. Zach's making that BMW very wide. That red and white Robert Kubica car is I mean, I know it's difficult to pass a BMW at the best of times, but this one is even more.
He's doing everything right. So, that's a moment from Stu.
Yeah, little twitch from Stu that gives Zach half a second's breathing space. It's going to be difficult for Zach trying to drive with one eye constantly on the mirror and one eye on the front.
No, absolutely. Dare I say? Oh, I'll say that. I say Jay Butler's made space on Daniel Wright, where he's just lost it again.
Well, Stu on the push to pass up the hill goes Zach a little deep into the entrance of the corkscrew there. It's 3/10 between them.
Yeah, freaking God. And Shogun's getting back into it again with about 2 minutes to go. Jesus Christ.
If at some point Stu remembers he's got DRS, he's going to have a good shot at getting past.
He's not using it now. Slipstream.
No.
Oh, Zach leaves it open now.
Oh.
He has a look. Got a smidge of a nose on the inside, not enough though.
Yeah, that was well held around the outside there from Zach. Just the right side of the curbs.
Gisela says, does the DRS make a reassuring honking noise? Always felt DRS should honk loudly.
It does make a sort of weird buzz noise when you turn it on. It goes sort of, which is my terrible impression of DRS. And once again, we've got a three-way battle for the lead. Shogun is up to within 3/10 of Stu Neal, who's
go again.
Eyeballing Zach into the corkscrew there.
Oh god, they're all within 1 second of each other.
Yeah. It's, three very fast, very light cars with aero aids, all within a second of each other.
Of course, nothing can possibly go wrong, could it?
It's going to be one more lap.
One more lap, he's going to look at the inside, no! Right, Stu Neal's vulnerable. Oh, we're going, really going defensive.
He's going for the lead.
That's it.
He's going to have Zach. Oh, Zach loses to Shogun as well.
What's happened to Zach? He just dropped like a fly.
He got a little bit choppy with his defence across the front there, and I think that cost him.
Oh, contact between Zach and Raiden.
That's going to be popular.
That was definitely a love tap, and Trinket always makes contact. Yeah. Oh dear. Stu is going to be busy.
Zach does have DRS.
Oh god, this will be the final lap.
He's got to throw it up the inside of the corkscrew, hasn't he?
Or the final turn.
Final turn's difficult to do in these cars because you lose the grip on the inside. They're too stiffly sprung. He's got the DRS. Stu plants it on the inside line there.
And rightly so. But Zach
got a better exit out of the corkscrew.
I still reckon the last corner is, even though it's going to be...
It's going to be... It's going to be a dive bomb that the...
oh no, he's lost it.
That was a big clunk across the curb.
That's going to cost him an opportunity there.
That's going to be suspension damage.
That's it, and then that is a race win for Stu Neal. Zach Silver takes second.
What a race.
Trinket and Raiden going at it at the line. They're side by side. Who's going to get third? Trinket gets... No, Raiden gets third place.
Oh. From there, it looked like... I'm sure Trinket had him at the line there.
Raiden's registering third. Kovac's fifth. Wright comes across the line for sixth. We'll get the confirmation in a minute. Jay Middleton 7th. Jack Sharp for 8th. And then Adamowski, good on him for keep on going, even though he's 2 laps down.
Yeah. He's still showing a lot of damage on the front of that car. I think he
gives us a good flash, good flash of headlights as well as he comes across the line. And it is Shogun for third place by 0.05 of a second, 500ths of a second.
The tiniest of margins there. I didn't think we were going to see a smaller margin than the ones between first and second, but somehow they managed it.
Oh, indeed they did.
Oh, Trinket, mate. That was devastating. I was sure you had him at the line there.
That was... Oof. Insane, to say the least. Neal, Silver, Rugen, Detas, Kovacs, Wright, Middleton, Sharp, and Adamowski is your finishing order. Flip that on its head. Adamowski will start on pole for the next race.
And we will get kicked out the server, which will somehow be our fault.
Of course it is, absolutely. And conveniently,
doesn't have any bugs.
Because I definitely know what I'm doing. I've actually gone to our little kind of holding screen. Right, let's just wait for Raceroom to do its thing and we'll get back into the race 2. Adamowski on pole.
That was a bit close, that, wasn't it?
That was. It was certainly interesting, for sure. Can I join yet?
The eternal cry. 6 seconds, I think it's going to make us wait.
Oh, I'm joining now, so it should be alright.
Yeah, so...
Here we go. Yep, we're back in. We'll go back to track. We just await everyone to ready up, and then we'll go racing once more.
Sure no one's being nasty with each other in the chat. Chat.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds. Just waiting for everyone to ready up.
A mere fell foul of the sausage curbs, apparently.
Ooh, still waiting for someone to ready up. 5, 4, 3.
Might be started from the pits. 5-second penalty.
Well, as we said, Adrianovsky will be leading the way. Everyone has actually made it to the grid.
Yep.
Just.
Those cars look very big when they're on the grid together, don't they?
They do indeed. Adrianovsky.
Oh, that's a poor start from Sharp there.
It is. Oh, it's contact in the background.
That's going to be an unpopular moment there.
It is.
That was Trinket and Zach who fell afoul of Jack Sharp's poor start there.
Absolutely right. Apart from that, all get away. Janos Kovacs and Middleton going side by side with P2 and P3.
Yeah, Janos up to P2 already. He's going to want to get those points he missed out on in race 1.
And Raiden Shogun now will get past Middleton.
Yeah, making the move on Jay.
Well, Jay defends, but not for long. Bless him. He's the right trooper into, bless him.
Yeah, Jay is not feeling very confident in this car track combination.
No, he is not.
Given the fact he berated us for our choice of tracks the instant we joined voice chat with him earlier. It's
absolutely. Stu Neal now looking to make a move on Jay as well.
Yeah.
So on the background, Zach Silver's trying to get a nose in as well on Stu Neal. That's all
battling again.
All aboard the Jay train, bless him.
Yeah, I think Jay is basically thinking, squeeze out some results, bank some points.
Rumpy bumpy that.
Yeah, holds on to it though.
And Zach Silver's going to go side by side with Stu Neal.
Who, again, is not using his DRS.
Last of the late breakers. Stu Neal potentially gets a bit boxed in by Jay.
Zach on the inside.
That's a move done for Zach.
Slips in front of Stu there. But now he's going to run into the same problem, whereas he's got Jay in front of him.
Yeah, what is Zach going to do with Jay? That's the question. Well, clouts the curb there, does Zach.
He does get a bit punchy when he's frustrated behind other drivers, and these cars do not like it when you get punchy.
Around the outside, Jay tries to get back on the racing line, and that kind of lets him go. Oh, that's a spinner.
And that's Darryl dropped it behind them.
Jay's
just gets out of the way of Jack Sharp.
Oh, it's contact Stu Neal with Jay Middleton. They both save it through the corkscrew.
Yeah. Big clout between the three of them.
Oh, that's a big hit on the curve for Stu.
Yeah, that's Trinket having a look up the inside into the second to last turn there.
And that's someone pitting as well. Who's pitting? That's Adrianovsky.
That is Adrianovsky. I wonder if he's picked up damage again.
I wonder though, but look at this. Jay Middleton still holding ground.
Yep, and up front, we've got Janos Kovacs and Raiden Shogun fighting for the lead.
Oh, Jay's round! And gets clouted by Tass. Nowhere for him to go. T-boned in apex of turn 2.
Not going to do either of them any favours there.
No, sadly not. And that has released everyone really until the track. What's Adrianovsky doing? He's
settle down, lads. Settle down.
Yeah.
Amar's boxed it on this one. I think a touch of frustration there, perhaps.
Perhaps, absolutely. But we'll keep an eye on the battle with 11.5 minutes to go. Janos and Raiden getting feisty for P1. There's a gap between Raiden and Janos of about 0.7 of a second, give or take a few hundredths every now and again. Also have a slurp drink.
Oh. I've gone through most of my bottle of beer here, so I'm hoping to have time to charge and get another one in between race 2 and 3.
If only I could do that. I have to drive a van tomorrow.
Well, I've done my driving for the week today, and that's why I'm drinking this evening.
Oh, you have to tell me how it goes after the stream. After the stream, bless you. Well.
Meantime, the closest battle we have on track is P1 and 2. And Shogun's just managed to get outside of the 1 second mark, but Kovacs is closing him back down under braking.
He is.
And Raiden is going to be dealing without the DRS because he's up in front.
He's really broken that second barrier now. Just. Actually, I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
They're flirting around the 1.1.9 of a second.
Yeah, he only needs to be within a second across the line. And he needs to remember to use his DRS because he's leaving time on the table here.
He is. He's still got to push to pass as well. He maybe might use it. He is
gets on the push to pass out the final turn, but no DRS.
He's got DRS now. Definitely. Yeah. So he'll be wanting to use it on this lap where he can.
Not using it at all. He had DRS the whole of the last lap.
Don't think he did he?
It's sat at 3 on the readout.
Oh.
And he's just not using it. I don't understand why he's leaving the time on the table. The only reason I can think is he's not using it deliberately, because he used it during the last race at times.
Yeah, it's curious. Andy Adams, Babbo in the chat. YouTube, here I was trying to find you on Twitch. No, we've had a bit of a redecoration.
We're on the YouTubes now.
On the YouTubes, where all the big boys are. Beer, it's just a drink until you're in the broth of your own skin bubbling away. That's a thought.
Get out of the hot tub, Andy. If you're starting to deglove, that means you've been in too long.
Yeah. Aidan, are you reading the chat? Yes, I'm just on a bit of a delay to you apparently.
Yep. Kovacs crossed the line. He somehow managed. I didn't think he was within the seconds there, but he's managed to stick within DRS range.
Annoyingly, this is the closest battle. There's not much else happening on track at this point.
Everyone's been slightly separated by their various calamities.
Yeah. Oh, what's happened to Stu Neal? He's had Stu Neal stopped on track. No, Zach Silver stopped on track.
Yeah, I think he had a little bit of a moment on the outside of the curve there, coming out of the Andretti hairpin, and that's dropped him into dropped Stu Neal ahead of him and dropped him into Jack Sharp's clutches.
Oh, he's got DRS still. I don't think Jack has DRS. So he does have DRS, does Jack?
Yeah, he does have the DRS. It's just not people not using their DRS, and I do not get it.
I say that he goes incredibly deep into that turn, does Jack Sharp.
It's not like you've got to wait for a zone. You've got the places to use it. You can use it anywhere, provided you're comfortable with it.
Yes. Yeah, it's just figuring out where you are comfortable with it. Anywhere.
It's just you're leaving time on the table every time you don't use it.
No, absolutely.
And these races are not so close that you can afford to lose that time.
Oh, Andy Adams showing off the fact that he has a hot tub. I'll be getting out the hot tub and cracking my chores shortly, and he jumped in the tub to keep an eye on the kids, and he used to chill out with a beer.
No, it says beer. He's drinking Heineken.
Lightweight.
I can't comment this evening. I'm drinking Desperados.
Benjamin.
No, normally I drink proper ale.
I'm going to send you a bottle of Doom Bar. Or a bottle of Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I do like a Hobgoblin.
Who is?
These cars...
I'll tolerate it.
Yeah, as Sam says, these cars don't like DRS unless you're in a straight line. But you've got that uphill run. It's like the uphill run at Istanbul. If you open the DRS there, you just go... You absolutely start blitzing away.
No, absolutely.
I did wonder what you... that's Amir in the chat there. I did wonder what you meant by yellow boys there. Yeah, the sausage curbs around here do get very friendly. But your suspension as is normally good when you encounter a long sausage, you end up with your suspension damaged.
Oh.
Which is usually how you like it, but not necessarily in a DTM car.
If you like long sausages, Ben, that's all up to you, my friend. I'm not going to judge.
I like long sausages that leave my suspension damaged, yes. And we're demonetised.
Yeah, and Jack Sharp goes very wide down, lets through Trinket for P5 there. Lightweight.
Yeah, he's going to try and hold on to the back.
Lightweight LMAO says Babbo can't drink out because it caused me havoc, and I think I know why, bless you, and that is an absolute fair point.
Just remember, you never own beer, you only ever rent it.
And then the what you got to pay for it afterwards is very expensive. Fantastic! Motorsports e-videos. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you.
No, the closest battle we got is Jack Sharp trying to hold on to the back of Trinket. And he's not doing badly. He seems to be finding some confidence in the car. It's going to be out this last turn that's going to be the tricky bit. Nearly. Got a little bit punchy with the right foot there. But he's held on to it. He's got the DR. I don't know why he's not using the DRS down the straight here.
Does he even know he has it?
I can only assume.
Assume we can.
Yeah. Yeah, up the front it has settled a bit. Kovacs is holding it. Oh, he's using his DRS up the hill now.
Oh,
getting on, trying to get onto the back of Shogun.
He's finally figured it out.
Yeah, Raiden Shogun is very fast in these cars.
Yeah, got back within a second though. Only just. I say that. Creeping in and out of that 1 second margin, isn't he? Yes. I mean, I will hope you do better in Sepang. Oh, you still got one more race here. You know, 3 races tonight. You still got one more 15-minute race to make the best of it here whilst you still can.
Going to be on pole at the start as well, which is always interesting. Make sure you map your launch control and just try and blitz away.
Yeah, for sure. Who's that? The Codex 09. I wonder. Orsteiner. After a barbecue. Orsteiner. Sounds interesting.
Not tried that one, to be honest. Yeah, Kovacs has definitely figured out his DRS now. He's main straight, a little straight up to the to turn 5.
Yeah, he's figured it out. He's figured the magic button to make him go faster.
Problem is, using it on that little straight means that he can't get on it as quickly going onto the Rahal straight, and that's costing him trying to close up into the corkscrew.
It's an awkward one, isn't it?
Yeah. And now it's going to mean that he's used 2 of them, it says here, so I think he's going to have one last bite of the cherry into onto the main straight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm underwater, hardcore, says Ben22 Racing. And what am I drinking? I'm drinking a certain branded knockoff Coca-Cola. You know. Coca-Cola, well, I say Coca-Cola. It's a certain supermarket branded. Definitely don't get sponsored from, so I'm not going to say their name.
Hey, the ones who employ you?
Potentially. Anyway.
The time is starting to drop at the front here. We've got 2 battles forming for the last couple of laps. Zach is on the back of Stu Neal.
He is.
And Janis Kovacs trying to close down Raiden Shogun.
Blackwater says SimRacing Psycho. Thank you, Robert. Well, what is Blackwater? I don't know.
I'm not sure I want to know.
No. Coffee? I'm going to presume coffee.
That's safer than any of the other options.
Why not say no when I literally say Coca-Cola? Because that's the only thought I could think of.
Because Because if you say the name of demons, they know that you're talking about them.
Exactly. Now go back into that horrible place that's called Hell tomorrow, and they'll be like, "You talked about me."
You summoned us.
Just summoned.
Oh, Zach Silver very close on the back of Stu Neal after the last turn.
With him now, this will be the last lap for race 2.
Zach's going to try for that P3 position.
Oh, he's on the side, thinks better of it. Oh, hello, gets a cutback.
That's a very good move, potentially a good move. He's going to try and hold on the outside here.
Oh, it doesn't all.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that was very nicely done.
Bit of a door swipe maybe, but gets the move done around the outside.
It's technically touring cars, we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Janos has backed off slightly from Raiden by the looks of it.
Absolutely.
Just coming through the corkscrews, Stu and Zach continue their fight.
They do. We'll check in with Raiden as he comes down into the final couple of corners. One right-hander to go, he's just done it, and then one left-hander and traction zone. And he'll be home free for a wonderful race. Oh, that's Jay
Middleton getting out of the way there. The last battle there through rainy curve. Stu Neal on the back of Zach. Still on the back of Zach Silver there.
A lot of
Takes a very tight line for the right-hander. He's try for the switchback. Get on the DRS.
Oh, Zach got the move done.
Yeah, Zach got the moves sorted before about halfway through the lap.
Oh, bloody missed that. Guys, let's not name drop people that time may or may not work for. Drink it for Sharp will become 6th place finisher. Daryl Wright brings it home for 7th. One more caller for Daryl. Oh god, what have I started in chat? Jesus Christ. And Daryl Wright comes across the line. Jay a little bit further behind. Benjamin! God damn it. Jay Middleton will finish him off in P8. We'll start 2nd because Amir Ejanossi still registered as finisher in P9, even though he's 9 laps down. So he will get the pole position for race 2, I do believe.
He will indeed.
Even though he was a dumph.
Because of the unique way Raceroom sorts out our grid, so she should still put him on the front row.
Right, let's go back to our little intermediate holding room. Our little
because it's inevitably going to chuck us out of the server again.
Of course it is, absolutely.
Hashtag no bugs.
Hashtag no bugs. Hashtag every bug. Right.
It's thinking about it. Hasn't actually chucked me out yet, but it hasn't moved on session either.
It hasn't? No, that's interesting. I'm waiting for it to chuck me out. That's why I went... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Guys.
Unceremoniously booted out of the server again.
How can I eat the cake without having it first? I'm reading the chat because I just lost it. Oh. Leave that one out of it. Come on. The other fizzy pop brand doesn't need to know what we're talking about here.
What was that?
Who was that?
I have no idea. That was very odd. Now, let's see if we can get back in.
Did someone just jump into the comms booth?
I think the noise have done.
Cheeky buggers. Anyway. I shouldn't see it though. Oh, the man's an animal. Are you doing that?
That was me, yes. Right.
We'll wait for the...
Got back in, just in time. Oh, red lights are on.
Oh, okay, hold on, I'm not even in there yet.
And away they go. They're all invisible to me, apparently. Oh, someone's at that Zach Silver in the wall.
Oh, God. I'm trying to get back onto track. It wasn't letting me.
It looks like it's showing as a DNF, so it looks like he wasn't able to do the third race. Jay Middleton's in 2nd. Daryl Wright has jumped him off the start and is away. At the moment, we're a radio broadcast. Stu Neal is on on third and closing down Jay Middleton for second as they come into the turn 5 left-hander.
And now with you.
Jay defending on the inside. Thank goodness. But Janos Kovacs is on the back of Stu Neal. Jay acting like the cork in a bottle. But, putting up some good defence there.
Oh, look at Janos going up the inside of Stu Neal into the corkscrew.
Into the corkscrew, thinks better of it.
Oh, Jay's round. That is a big hit for Stu Neal into Jay.
Into the wall.
Was that contact with Stu Neal, perhaps? I didn't quite catch it.
That was contact with Stu Neal.
Oh, Stu.
Oh, Trinky. Was that you got caught up at the start there, Trinky? Because I saw some chaos taking place. But all the cars were invisible for me, so it didn't quite give me the full picture. Trinky's in the chat saying that launch can...
Oh, no. Launch control.
So what?
Oh,
Darryl Wright is 1.2 seconds to the good of T1.
Spin for Jack Sharp. He's on a drop down.
He's got himself back into points in the right way, and now he's going to have his own private battle with Jay Middleton, I assume. Aiden making a big move on Stu Neal into turn 5. Claims that outside line, which is the better one through the left-hand kink. Stu's going to have to back out there because he can't risk clattering that sausage curb.
No, absolutely. We've been spoiled because Rob's given it away and it was him that jumped into the comms box.
Ah. Strange boy.
Very strange boy. Oh! that's Darryl Wright going round at the corkscrew.
Yeah. Got to let himself drift that little bit to the left and onto that gravel, and it just tore the car out from under him. And that's put Kovacs into the lead.
Oh, yeah, that's Kovacs in the lead. Oh, Trinket.
I don't think...
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trinket, once you DNF in these ones, it does put you out for the duration.
Yeah. Oh, who's that going very deep down there? That's Stu Neal having a big moment.
Indeed, and he's out. He's DNF'd. He's jumped back to the pits.
Stu. No Stu.
Peace, Shelton. Jay Middleton is in the pits doing a stop.
He is, so he's going to potentially repair damage.
Jack Sharp is...
Just lost Ben again, sadly. Jack Sharp is indeed definitely closing on Darryl Wright with DRS as well. Cheeky little squirt of DRS as they go up into the hairpin. And gets on the brakes to go back down it again.
Very skittish through the corkscrew there.
He was indeed back with us now, Ben. Thank you.
Yep. Sliding left and right through the corkscrew. It looked fun, but I doubt it felt it from the inside of the car.
I wouldn't think so either. Adjanoski is jumping in and out of the server for some reason. Looks like he might have some tech difficulties.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually in the race. I think he left after the last one. So I think it's probably Raceroom picking up that he was signed up and had appeared at some point.
Oh, wonderful.
We've got two fights for him. We've got Jack Sharp on the back of Darryl Wright, who was our early leader for the first couple of laps. And Zach Silver closing on the back of Raiden Shogun.
That went well last time.
Yeah. Zach clearly has a lot of confidence in the car because he's willing to use that DRS button. He's willing to put the overtake moves in.
Hello, Cammy. Good evening. Go for the gap. Cammy Racing joining us in the chat.
Hi, Cammy. Well, welcome to the joy that is DTM on Raceroom.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, Jack Sharp still trying to catch Darryl Wright. 0.6 a second now. He'll have DRS.
Yeah, Jack. He's looking racy in this third race.
He is and all.
Keeps it nicely planted on the way out of the final turn.
He does indeed.
Gets on the DRS.
Can't do anything with it though.
No, can't quite get that last little bit of pace. They do simulate the air wash off the car, so you might be getting a bit in the turbulent air behind Darrell's car.
Potentially, yeah. It would be a shame, wouldn't it? But there's 9 minutes to go of the final 15-minute race of this evening.
If the last couple of races are anything to go by, they'll settle for a little bit now before they start attacking each other again.
Yeah, and that header is Jay Middleton getting out of the way.
That said, I think he's suddenly right underneath his rear wing.
Yeah, he is, trying to make good of...
He's used that DRS. Gets a little bit of a better exit from the corkscrew, but Darrell's planting that right foot as much as he can. Not quite as good through the right-hander there, as we lose a little bit of time going into the last turn.
Yep.
Kept it much better on the inside, to the inside of the last corner there, and plants that DRS. So he's going up again. He's just losing little bits here and there that's stopping him from getting an overtake done. Ooh, a little twitch out of the Andretti hairpin there. I'm watching from his wing camera, so I'm seeing what the car's doing as it's underneath him.
He's desperately trying to catch. I think he said it's very twitchy.
Oh, Darrell loses it!
Oh, he's off! Darrell's off!
Off into the wall. That would have been a big hit at the front end.
Damage galore for Darrell right there. And that's going to cost him. Oh,
that's one battle settled for now. In the meantime,
yeah, did Zach Silver just drop down the order a little bit?
No, he's actually gone up the order and is behind and has closed down Raiden Shogun at front, who at the same time is closing down Janos.
Massive slide there for Raiden on exit.
Yeah, and Zach straight on the DRS trying to get past there. Can't quite get it done down that straight. You have to be, from what they've told us, you have to be very careful down that front straight under the DRS, because it's making each move that little bit more exaggerated without the rear downforce. Oh, Zach's
wide.
Slipped wide.
This is back on track. He's going to go wide again.
Yeah, dirty tyres are going to be
dirty boy.
horrible to drive on for a couple of corners.
Yeah. Oh, that's
He's not lost it completely there. The speed he was making up, he should be able to get back on them.
Yeah, I should.
In the meantime, Raiden is crawling all over the back of Kovacs in the lead.
He's trying to make good of all the DRS that he's getting.
Very tight through the second to last right-hander. Closes up massively under. I think he outbraked himself. In fact, there.
Sadly, outbraked himself.
Runs out onto the paint.
Zach again making sandcastles of his car.
We've got 5 minutes left. Well, 6 minutes, give or take. Let's see what they can do with it, because they've all lost a bit of space to each other here. But most of these guys are guys who will close up on.
Yeah. Yellow boy strikes again, potentially. I'm not entirely sure as to why Zach went wide, but the yellow boys maybe did strike again on the apex of those corners. And for those of you who don't, I can't even speak my words tonight. For those of you who are asking what the hell we're talking about, there's some massive sausage curves that are painted in yellow. We're calling them yellow boys, apparently.
Yeah, they are. They will launch you into the stratosphere if you hit them wrong.
Just about.
So Raiden closing up again. Not quite in that 1 second mark, but he looks more confident on the brakes than Kovacs does.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Just a touch. He's now within a second. 0.7 of a second now. If he gets a clean exit out this corner, he will get a DRS this lap.
Gets the exit, gets on the push to pass.
Has DRS.
Has DRS, but he's chosen to use the push to pass instead to close up there.
I think he didn't have it for the previous lap, but because he went across the line, he will now have it for this lap.
Well, he used it on the exit of the last turn, and then after he crossed the line as well, so he went back to back on the push to passes.
Spicy.
And that's put him right in the mix there. He's 7/10 off the back of Kovacs in the lead.
Please no yellow boys in Sepang. I don't think there is any yellow boys in Sepang.
I think there may be one or two, but they're in places where you shouldn't be running wide or trying to take them anyway.
Yeah, so if you're going out there, you're going to either make yourself look like a clown, because you're going to give yourself damage, or you're going to give yourself a penalty regardless.
Yeah, if you're going over the ones in Sepang, then it's your own fault for being in a stupid place in the first place.
Yeah. Don't beat around the bush here, do we? We just call our drivers stupid to do silly things, don't we?
Well, if you sling it to the outside of a hairpin, then it's probably stupid, to be honest.
Yes? Question mark?
What's happened? Jack Sharp's in the wall.
Oh no! Big time. Oh.
Careful.
Oh, finds the wall again.
Trying to get it. Yeah, he's trying to get it pointed the right way.
He does have a gap.
Where is he?
Corkscrew.
That's on the exit of the corkscrew. He's just done massive damage to his rear aero there as well.
Oh, wrong way, matey. Oh, is he confused as to which way he's going?
Yeah, I'm trying to get... If he's there for too much longer, and he's still struggling, he's going to have the leaders coming up on him while he's trying to get the right way round.
Yeah, I think he's finally figured it out.
They're coming up to the corkscrew now. Jack is away, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah.
He's showing 100% damage on at least one of his parts.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think he might... There's no point doing a pit stop now, because you're just going to be...
Yeah, he's a bit of a poorly boy.
Yeah, you're just going to be sat there till the end of the race. Yeah, he's carrying onwards. His rear wing is at a very strange angle. I don't think the DRS will work very well.
No, Raiden now right on the rear bumper.
Yeah,
here.
He's on the push to pass out the last corner. Goes to the outside.
A little bit of door banging there as they squeeze through what is not really turn one, but the kink in the straight. Can't make
Doesn't quite get it done on the outside of Andretti. Very difficult to make it.
Oh, it's contact!
Put it on the right hand. Tried too hard to force the issue on the inside of the right-hander, and he's lost not just that place to Kovacs, he's lost the second place to Zach Silver as well.
Oh, that is race over for Raiden. He's not going to get P1 with 1.5 minutes left.
No. We're going to get another lap out of this.
Yeah. I was about to say, you can't. There's too much time for Janos to be smart and slow down to make this the last lap, so there will be another lap after this.
Just got a yellow flag warning for someone, I'm not sure who.
Just looking. Can't see anything popping up.
Yeah, Jack Sharp's still using his push to pass in the most second-hand DTM car I've ever seen.
Nah.
Zach's closing, but he's not going to be able to bring down a 4-second gap in one lap.
Unless Janos...
Unless Janos absolutely slams it into a wall, I think... he's probably safe on this one, so commentator's curse notwithstanding.
Yeah, puts in the ball, uses his right foot a bit too heavy, gets it on the stand, goes wide, spins. There's so many things that could go wrong. I'm trying not to curse him.
I think the closest thing to a battle we've got is Raiden is starting to close down Zach. Yeah. So he's going to be looking at P2.
The Codex being in the wrong place on the track. That's my racing in a nutshell. Oh, bless you. Oh, Raiden is closing. Oh, yeah. Raiden not.
He is a very fast driver. His best lap is 3/10 faster than Zach's. Zach's at a 1:15.8. Raiden's at a 1:15.5.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Janos Kovacs will go down through the final right-hander, and then one left-hander and a braking center left-hander, and then traction zone to the line, and it looks like it'll
be it through nicely.
It'll be Kovacs coming across the line.
Raven's going to get on that DRS of the push to pass out the last turn.
Not going to be enough.
Not going to be able to make it.
Well, congratulations.
Comes through in third, but great little battling right to the end there.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. P4 will be Daryl Wright, who's going to bring it home after what is a very eventful race for him, spinning at the early start of this race.
Yeah, went from P1, recovered to P4. So it could have been better, it could have been worse, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely, bless him.
So you take what you can in situations like that.
Yeah, Jack Sharp, so they come around, take 5th.
I'm not sure whether Jay's actually crossed the line and whether he's just binned it on the last corner there.
I'm not entirely sure.
No, he has binned it on the last corner. He's coming around to cross the line now.
Yep.
Jack Sharp finished with a credible 5th, considering his the state of his car.
Yeah, absolutely, as he will come across the line with a bit of a bruised and battered car, and that should be everyone across the line. It is. Kovacs, Silver, Shogun, Wright, Sharp, Middleton, Neil, Tass, and Adrianowski is your final finishing order for race 3 of round 6 tonight. And that, as they say, is a wrap.
Well, that was a lot of racing squeezed into 3 sprint races there.
Oh, can I breathe now, please?
Yeah, just about.
Just about. There.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, what a way to debut on YouTube, really.
Yeah, pretty much. That was... Oh, I've just taken a quick breather, because even though we had only about 8 or 7 cars racing, it was nonetheless still a lot of action up and down the track for most of the race, which was quite nice.
Let's see. There's anyone in the voice chat we can steal?
Try to. Raiden Shogun is.
Yeah, let's grab Raiden and see how he feels about how that went.
I'll drag him down. Go on, if you can. I got him. Raiden, it's Aidan and Ben in the commentary booth. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
Good evening, sir. Well, a reasonable few races for you. How did that look from your point of view?
It was a terrible one, to be honest. I don't know what's... Some questionable driving for sure, especially in race 1. And yeah, I don't know what's going on, to be fair. Race 3, you could say it's a bit like a 50-50. I was taking my chance and, you know, Kovacs was just, I don't know, he couldn't see me beside him or something because I was clearly beside him to the corner, so that's aside. Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for my home track next week in Sepang.
Very good. Home advantage then, we will hope for you indeed. And I take it you like Sepang? You enjoy driving it?
I mean, I drive it in the real world, the real Sepang track before, so I guess you could say a bit of advantage over there.
Hopefully that'll be a bit of an advantage for you then.
Yeah.
Raiden will pop you back up in the voice channel, and we will we'll most likely see you again next week.
I think you've pulled a good haul of points down at least, so hopefully you've placed yourself well for the championship.
Hope so. I hope so. I don't know. I mean, there is no drop round if I'm not mistaken, so...
No, not drop.
No drop round, but we've got relatively low numbers, and with the amount of people coming in and the amount, and you're still placing relatively high, it seems, even in ones where you're not getting the win. So hopefully that'll still come through nicely for you once the results have come through.
Yeah, I mean, there's basically 2 races more to go, so 2 rounds to go, 6 races left, so yeah. I guess anything can happen, you know. So
yeah, any points on the board still to score.
Yep. not all over yet until the last checker flag in Raceway Bridge.
Yes. Yep, that'll be in
Really?
2 weeks' time.
Right.
Always entertaining.
Always entertaining.
Good luck for next week on that one.
We'll see you soon, Raiden. Pleasure to have you in the comments box. Thanks for, even though we dragged you down, thanks for talking with us. We'll see you soon.
Sure. Right.
Ah, bless him. It was half decent result for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's holding some points. He's a few races down on the guys who've stuck in from the very beginning. So the higher positions he's getting, the better he's going to come out of it. Really.
No, absolutely. I would drag Jay down, but all I think he's going to say, bless him, is that was horrible. Hated it.
Yes, that will basically be his thoughts on the night, I suspect.
Well, on that note, Ben, I think we can say bye to our wonderful friends on YouTube. It's been a pleasure having everyone drop by and also celebrate, really, what is a new chapter for oNiD Racing on the YouTube instead of the other platform we won't mention, just in case we get in trouble for doing so, because we're not using that platform anymore. But thank you very much.
Yeah, keep going, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much for the views. We had a couple of subscribers, so thank you very much for the subscribes and the likes. There was one subscribe that just popped through as we were doing a drive interview. Didn't quite see who it was. Thank you very much. It is a pleasure, whoever you were. That's awful of me to say that, isn't it? But the support is much appreciated.
And we are back tomorrow night with Super Touring action.
Yeah, we are indeed. Thank you very much. Codex 09 thank you for the debut. It's been fun, and yeah, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow here on the oNiD YouTube channel for round 4 of the Super Tours, or round 3?
Round 3.
Round 3 or 4, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 half-hour races.
2 half-hour races
around Nürburgring Sprint.
Oh dear God, please send help. Until then, guys, have a wonderful evening. Speak to you all tomorrow around 7:45, 8 o'clock. Take care till then.